Hello, I'm Drew Bartlett, Executive Director for the South Florida Water Management District. At the South Florida Water Management District, we manage 2,000 miles of canals, 2,000 miles of levees, 700 control structures, and 90 pump stations to manage water in South Florida, move it where it needs to go, whether it's flood control or water supply or ecosystem restoration. I'm speaking to you from our operations center at the South Florida Water Management District, where it is manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to do just that, move water where it needs to go. Of course, the staff at the South Florida Water Management District has been preparing us for the arrival of Hurricane Ian. In fact, we're starting to feel the effects now. In Miami-Dade and Broward counties, we're starting to get the rainfall from Hurricane Ian. Now, prior to arrival, we of course worked with the local governments to lower all those canals in preparation for the rainfall so that they could collect the water and move it away from communities. In Southwest Florida, we've of course been working with Lee and Collier counties who will get the effect of the storm surge coupled with the rain in those areas. So we're preparing those in Big Cypress Basin, preparing that drainage system and structures for that kind of event. After it arrives in the state of Florida, Hurricane Ian is expected to drop a lot of significant rainfall, particularly in the Kissimmee Valley and the upper chain of lakes, upper Kissimmee chain of lakes. And with that rainfall event, we would expect to see rapidly rising levels of the water in those areas, and we'll certainly respond as we can. Of course, we've been working with all of our local governments and local flood control districts to prepare for this storm. Their canals are ready to discharge to our canals, and of course our pump stations are manned. They have plenty of fuel to get through this event. We've staged strategic assets at each of our field stations, so after the storm goes through, we can respond as needed where we need to address situations. For safety, we closed our public lands yesterday, and today we are closing our navigation locks around Lake Okeechobee, so there'll be no boating traffic through our navigation locks at Lake Okeechobee. What you can do prior to the arrival of tropical storm force winds is you can look at your yard, look at your area, make sure that you secure anything that could blow into the street and get into a storm drain. In fact, if you see a storm drain in your street that has debris in it, feel free to remove it and put it in a secure location. Those storm drains feed the flood control system that eventually gets to our canals. During events like this, sometimes you'll have pockets of really high rainfall that will flood streets, and as those streets try to move the water down those storm drains, please avoid those waters. Don't drive through them or walk through them for your own safety. If you happen to have a boat secured in a canal or a river or a lake, please make sure it's secure. When water levels rise, we want to make sure that those boats do not break free. If you see any flooding that concerns you, feel free to go to our website at sfwmd.gov/flood control. If you type in your address, it'll tell you exactly who to call to help you with that situation. Of course, listen to any messages coming out from your county emergency operations center because they have your safety in mind. I want to thank all the staff at the South Florida Water Management District for their efforts in getting us ready for this storm and helping us manage through the storm. And for everyone that lives in the South Florida Water Management District, please be safe. Thank you.